Progressive insurance doesn't sell life insurance for employees.
Wow. Wow. Hey Jessica, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Fighting heartburn today. After switched heartburn medicine.
That sucks.
It's
So
not.
you have heartburn today? What do you think of it?
Well, it wasn't thinking. My doctor thought it'd be a good idea to get off that and take something like Mini-Pack. I've been trying that for the past week. I need to work and start back on the medicine today.
Dave, it's because you're going through your budgetary process at the county.
What's that?
I said you're going through the budgetary process. at
No,
the
it's not
county.
even stress. It's just changing that med because she, Nexium was supposed to be bad for you. I'm like, well, I can't stand the burn that I've got going on with this other stuff. It's not doing anything for me.
What about tagging
I have not.
Would everyone please stand for pledge allegiance and remain standing for communication? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, as we gather this evening, this council asks for strength, courage, and wisdom. We ask you to bless our fine town and the citizens that live in it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Call to order the August 20th, 2019 meeting of the Mooresville Town Council. We have two sets of minutes to approve. The first minutes were from our July 16th meeting of the Mooresville Town Council. I need a motion to either approve or amend the minutes.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes from July 16th.
I have a motion, do I have a second? This is from the 16th.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained?
I
Same.
abstain.
No, oh, you weren't here either.
Oh.
3-0. Okay, now we have the minutes for the August 6th meeting. Need a motion to either approve or amend.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes from the August 6th meeting as well.
Motion been made, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained?
Aye.
Yes. First item on the agenda is Bradley Mail, Police Department request for new cars 2020.
As in the past, the old chief, Richard Allen, would always come to the board around August to ask for new cars. It's been a process for several years now that in August we order 5 new cars and we get rid of 5 of the older cars and trade in, which they're getting a little bit better trade-in value. So I'm bringing to you today to see if we can continue this and be able to order 5 new cars for the Mooresville Police Department.
Is pricing now going to be?
I have not priced them. Last year they were approximately 31,000 apiece.
I do not want to get out of the rotation of cars. I think that's very important. However, in checking on the 2020 cars on the Explorer, they are new models for this year.
I believe so. I believe Randy Rogers went through the fleet management. He did say that there is a new model. The outside looks the same, but the inside looks a little different.
Well, I know that it's a different frame. It is made in Chicago. There's also some technology that's coming along that's really kind of important to us. The vehicles that we have now have a window sticker that says they'll get approximately 17 miles a gallon. Because this is a police officer's office, they have their computers, they have their readers, they have everything inside this car. They have to idle constantly. They have to keep running. That usually cuts our mileage down to about 9 to 12, I think is where we're at on the vehicles we have now. It's not the cars, it's not the officers, it's the application. The new Interceptors have a 3.4 is what I'm reading, that has a lithium-ion battery in it. They have the technology that the vehicle you can shut the vehicle off and put it in a mode that when the battery starts to get low, even though it has a longer charge system to it, it will start the car and keep it charged. They're claiming that these new vehicles will get approximately 24 miles per gallon, both highway and city. The problem is, it's brand new for this year. I don't, and I'm not saying this, that I want to get out of the cycle of buying the cars, but I just don't know about signing up for a brand new model year. I don't know if we put this off for 6 months. I don't know if we put this off for a year and order 10 cars at that point in time if they work out properly. I'm just concerned with the new model year and the bugs that come along with it. I think we still have bugs in the 2019s that have been out for.
We still have recalls on every one of our cars.
On every one of them. You know, I definitely don't want to go with another brand or another vehicle. The Explorer still passes the 75 mile an hour rear end collision test, which is amazing, but it protects our officers. That's my thoughts on it. It is funded to be able to do it. The funding will either come from LOIT or it will come from our CCB fund. It is funded to be able to do this. It's just I'm a little nervous with a new model year. That's my thoughts. Any other comments?
Brad, did we experience when, obviously the Explorer and the Taurus was a new strategy, did we experience any major issues other than, I know there was
So
some.
far we haven't. Everything's been pretty good. It's just mostly been recalls of the only thing we've had. We bought one car after K9 Officer Schultz, or Sergeant Schultz now, crashed his a few years back. We bought one that ended up being a limit. But besides that, I mean, it's still working. We've got the bugs worked out of it. But every other car we've had has been great, except for just recalls.
My 2 cents is we continue to do what we've been doing, and I don't know. I hate to get out of the rotation of it.
I think if nothing else from my perspective is I really would like to see how much they're going to be and what we think I'm not gonna say that which way I'm ready to decide yet, but I need to know what the dollars are. So I'd like to know what they're really gonna cost, what they think the trade-ins are gonna be, and so what our exposure is from the money perspective. I know that's a lot of work.
Did you get any pricing yet?
I have not.
on-
I was going to ask permission before I went and started doing pricing now.
I'll make a motion that we allow permission to go see what the cost is, see what our trade-ins are, and then reapproach the council with the actual dollar amounts.
I will second that.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
No?
If I could take the time now, I would like to give special thanks to Dave Moore and all the public works guys for all the hard work they've done with this new PD. He has been over gracious to help us out with the move, everything else. Not Dave.
Thank you.
Thanks to Dave. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging it. Hear that?
I did. I was there.
Next, Dustin, I believe you had presented this.
Yes, so I would ask Commissioner Lundy to come up if he could, please. Yes, that's you.
Yes.
Walk the council through the request that was, the resolution that was approached on Thursday during your meeting.
We would like to engage the new HR firm for the purpose of assisting us in recruiting a new chief. They can cast a little bit of a wider net, I think, than we can. They can do the background checks. They have more resources than us. And they will come back to us, me and the council, the rest of the commission. Sorry. We'll meet with them and give them a list of this is what we want in a chief. And a list of requirements, you know, preferably some sort of actual job description, things like that. And they will sort through the candidates and come back to us with here's your best of the best. You know, the cream of the crop, handful of guys or people. And we will then interview them, pick the best candidate, and go from there. I think that's the most transparent and above board way to do it.
Has anyone looked at funding of this?
Started to. The time frame was a little tight, though. I received a resolution on Friday and then scrambled to kind of get this together.
Did you guys look at the budget at all on the police department side?
I haven't actually had a chance to look at the numbers yet, but I'm happy to do that, to make sure we've got it covered. I would assume, as short-staffed as we've been, it should be here somewhere.
Usually on something like this, they still want us to keep the 100 members, the salaries and benefits separate from something like this.
Right.
And looking at when Dustin sent this this afternoon, when I saw the dollar amounts, we do have in the fuel line item, we have spent about 34% of our budget, leaving us 66%, and I think there is more than enough in there to cover that. Should we decide to move forward. The only thing that I don't know is, did they give you any type of idea on, it does not include media advertising costs?
It's basically because they don't, this is kind of their starting point. They don't know how much our local media would charge. And also, they are going to go before the police commissioners kind of set a plan. Do they want it locally? Do they want it statewide? You know, how large of an advertisement do you want to put out? Obviously, the further you go, the more cost it's going to be. So on that, and that's the star at the bottom, of course, they don't have an idea where to really start because this is kind of the first project that they've had with us.
Comments or questions?
I like the idea of it.
Well, this kind of the purpose of it is we turn everything over to a third party. It's going to be, we've already heard public comments that it's going to be fair and open. Having a third party obviously checks those boxes. In looking at this plan, shall we say, I think it's fairly extensive, and like Commissioner Lundy said, everything from meeting with them, formulating a plan, all the way through background checks. They will assess all the candidates, and then reassess after meeting with the commissioners of their final picks, and it will be up to commissioners after that to basically recommend to the council their choice as the police chief. But the HR company basically handles all that stuff.
As a normal HR would.
Yeah, correct.
I think that's the direction we're trying to get everywhere, so I think it's a good plan.
On page 2 at the bottom, there are fees for this entire process, and it's going to span months. A range of $8,860 to $10,240 plus expenses. We can cut those expenses down instead of having a consultant drive from their office in Anderson, Muncie area to here. They can teleconference and things like that. There's ways to try to cut that cost down. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
And this passed through the police commission, is that correct?
Yeah, we just approved it up there tonight.
I do not have the resolution number that was passed, but
2019-2.
there you go. Any other comments or questions?
Says that they have 11 months. I'm assuming they'll break it down and bill it as they provide services. If it takes 5 months, we need to make sure that we encumber that money to pay for that out of this year's budget.
Correct. They threw the 5 months out there. Obviously, they'll meet with the police commissioners and formulate a little bit sharper plan. So this is kind of a...
We're hoping it doesn't take that long.
Yeah, I would certainly hope a 5-month hiring process. That's a little long.
They'll be ready to pension out before we hire them, right?
Exactly.
If there's no more comments or questions, I need either a motion to move forward or a motion to stop.
I'll make a motion that we approve the plan for the police commission to move forward with their hiring process using Wagner, Irwin, and Steele and Associates
What was the last thing you said?
for the police commission to continue with this.
Okay, did you say use fuel, use the fuel line? item for
I did not.
electric or something? I thought you did, I thought you said that.
Nope.
Did you want to say that?
Well, you just said it for me.
Okay.
Do you want to put a cap on their expenses so we don't run into a $18,000
Yeah, I'll say we don't exceed the $10,240
plus expenses?
plus expenses.
I
That
think
really
that's
doesn't tap it.
That's
Yeah,
not gonna
really-
cap it,
Yeah,
though,
that's
so-
not really a cap. Sorry.
Anthony, how much is help wanted? Was the police? I mean, is that like $3 or, because, you know, in what you
He's
said
pleading the fifth
in
over there.
selling this, was it cast a wide net? So
Yes.
does it go, you know, I don't think we need advertising in the Wall Street Journal by any means, but.
I would think, let's say not to exceed 12,000. That's 2 extra thousand on top of the max, so, and then if it,
I was hoping
You can
you'd
come
get
back.
closer to the 8.
Say that again?
I will make a motion that we approve the police commission to continue on with this hiring process using the consultant firm not to exceed $12,000.
Yeah, keep in mind, you got expenses plus media advertising costs. So you're saying.
I'm assuming that's probably their expenses.
I think it's different things. And so I think you're only gonna give 2,000, I don't think that's enough.
I think to start off, and if it goes more than that, they can come back.
Okay, you can do that.
I like that.
I don't want to spend 20,000 on a hiring process.
I like that plan.
So that's my motion, and we pay for it out of fuel.
Motion made to enter into an agreement with Wagner, Irwin, and Shield to move forward with the recruitment of a police chief not to exceed $12,000 to be paid for out of our fuel budget line item. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'd like to second Brad's thank you. I know you guys have put in a lot of hard work this year. We've had a lot going on in the department. I know a lot of you guys have been pitching in and helping out, and I appreciate it. Dave, thanks to you guys here for helping with me. Thanks.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Danny.
Any unfinished business?
Baby box update. Last I posted online that we were about halfway to our $15,000 goal. I am happy to say that we are at the 2/3 mark with commitments. So things jumped rather quickly in 2 or 3 days. We have set up 2 donation where you can drop off checks. One being Mayfield Insurance, the other one being the clerk's office here. Of course, it will come eventually to the clerk's office, but happy to say that we are well on our way and probably a little over with some generous contributions that came in today, the 2/3 mark.
Thank you for all the work you put into it.
No, it's a very worthwhile cause.
Anything else? Any other unfinished business? Under other business, there, at the 11th hour, a pay request came in for the second payment on the secondary clarifier. Now, when these requests come in, the project manager will submit them from Heinemann. They do go to our resident representative for HNTB, then they go to our engineer, which is Darren Burkhardt, and then they also go to Dan Tingle. All of these have been signed off on effective the 15th. This is a continuation of the ongoing project of $1.3 million. This second request is $143,830.80. I need a motion to either approve or deny that pay request. Again, like I said, it has been approved by our engineers and our superintendent.
Make a motion that we approve that pay request.
Motion been made, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
I'm opposed.
Opposed?
I am.
Any other business? Nope. Legal counsel.
One item, Mr. President, this afternoon I sent out a resolution regarding the vacation of the alley for the VFW. What you got is not what I have in my hands because the town council president called me and noted that we needed a parentheses at the end of one of the words. He's very picky, you know. So I've now revised that and I added a parentheses and this ready. And this, Sandy says this can be publicized yet this week, which meets our timeline then to make the September 3rd meeting for a public hearing. So if you would be willing to approve that tonight, we'll go forward and get the alley vacation under the
Resolution 10, this is part of the alley vacation, vacating the alley in between the two parcels of VFW. This is not the one between the Haiti, that will come at a later date. This is just the one that is in between those two parcels. It would be Resolution 10, 2019 if passed. Need a motion to either approve or deny or table?
I have a question.
Okay.
We own one part of that, half of that. Are we involved in that at all?
We
Town
have no
Mooresville?
interest in that certain alley. We
Pardon
have
me?
We don't have any interest in that alley. We don't have any infrastructure, sewer lines or anything.
Okay, so, but it's owned on both sides by, who owns the sides then? I thought I read that we own part of that. No, it's not true. Town Mooresville doesn't.
Not on
If
that.
we're vacating that alley, who owns the alley then?
town.
The town.
And the VFW then has a property on both sides.
So the town doesn't own the alley then, that's what I'm getting at. And you're okay with that, vacating that alley? That was my question.
Yes.
That's fine.
I make a motion that we approve resolution 10-2019.
Motion been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
That's all I had, thank you.
Dave, do you have a report? Brad, do you have a report?
No.
Oh, that's what we public hearing here. Public comments.
Hi, Anthony Woodside, Mooresville Decatur Times. Until the end of this week. This
What?
is my last week with the newspaper. Yeah, I'm moving to Atlanta, Georgia. No longer writing, working in tech for software company. So, new adventure. But it has truly been a pleasure to serve the people of Mooresville. I love this community a lot. It's been a lot of fun. You all have been very welcoming. I appreciate that. And so I'm gonna miss you guys. And I wanted to say goodbye. You'll see something in the paper tomorrow about it. See you.
Well, thank you for all you've done, Anthony. We've really enjoyed having you up here with the paper, so.
I've tried to be accurate and fair as possible with everything. So.
Is there someone we can call in Atlanta and more than that?
And who should I send this when you were in the jail, so who should I send it to? I still have it on my phone.
Thank you for sending it to me.
Well, everybody, let's wish Anthony gratitude by giving just a simple clap if we could. Thank you.
Motion for approval of payment plans.
I make a motion that we approve claims in the amount of $962,494.50.
Motion been made, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion been made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
I will
make
make a
seven.
motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Motion been made, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next meeting day will be September 3rd, 2019. Thank you, everyone.
Call me.
Well, everybody just went.